We're going to come to order now. So I'm calling the Wednesday, September 10, 2025 regular meeting of the Blight Review Board to order, please. It is now about 5:30 in Darien Town Hall, room 206. First, may I ask if any of you folks have had a chance to review the minutes of the meeting submitted recently, and if there's a motion to approve as submitted. Thank you, Mr. Burke. Second, Mr. Cameron. Any comments, edits, corrections? No? Okay, thank you. Then all in favor, that's unanimous. Thank you. Okay. Recently, I believe it was on August 30th, a longtime member of the RTM named Frank Kemp passed away. He was a very prominent guy here in town. He was a longtime member of the RTM. I believe he chaired the town government structure sort of committee, was involved in the development of the Blight ordinance back in the day. So he was important to what we've been able to do in the town to remedy blight situations. Mr. Cameron apparently knew him particularly well and would like a minute to comment. Please do.
Well, I appreciate you giving me a moment. I knew him very well. I knew him for over 20 years working on the RTM. We would not be here today if it was not for him. He was responsible not only for writing the blight ordinance, but also the plastic bag ban. If you don't know him, you just have to look around town and you will see things that he was responsible for. Boat camp at Person to Person every year. Down at CVS on the Post Road, if you notice there's a whole big window there with a big display in there for the Darien Arts Center, with which he was very active. And he made that happen. He walked in there and said, let's put up something attractive, and he was able to do that as well too. But in addition to hopes and prayers, I just want to tell a couple of very quick stories that'll give you a sense of what this man was like. He was a regular working at the polls on election day, and I worked with him several times. And as moderator, he was responsible for the whole team of people that were working in a particular district. He not only supervised them, but he catered them. He would bring them a cheese plate in the afternoon and Danish in the morning. He once got stopped by the Darien Police Department for not making a full stop at a stop sign, and he received a ticket, and he wrote a letter to the police commission complimenting the officer for the way he was handled. This is a town of volunteers. All of us on this board are volunteers. The town's business is run by citizens in this town. And I can think of no better example than Mr. Kemp as an outstanding example of how to participate in the town's governance in a very participative way. Now, he and I had a lot of fights. We would go tooth and nail, but we would always shake hands afterwards because we respected each other so much. So thoughts and prayers are great, but the thing I was thinking about is I watched all of the memorials that have been posted for Mr. Kemp since his passing, was how sad it is that we have to wait until somebody has passed away to say these things. So I would encourage all of us, I'm going to try to do this myself, to say those things now. So I will say to George and Sue and Mike and Mr. Pepe and Mr. Ferentz and Allie, what a pleasure it is to work with you. I really enjoy the time that we spend together, and I think we're doing very important work. So keep him in your mind. The more you think of somebody who has passed, I think it's like a little bell that goes off someplace, and he's remembered, and he will be remembered for a very long time. So thank you.
Very well said, really. And we could spend the rest of the meeting going around each other and complimenting each other. I join you in that spirit.
Well, I might just burden the record quickly.
Sure.
I can't be as eloquent as my colleague here, but I served on TGSNA, with him, and it was a first-class intellect, a gentleman from the start. Fast forward a couple of years, it's 2020, it's a day after Election Day. It was a very close election municipally here. It was in a contested race, and we had the members of the DTC sitting in the auditorium here, and we had the RTC folks as well. And, we were thinking about, we're going to have to keep an eye on this, and everybody was up on the stage and folding ballots and putting it in machines, and I brought some work to do with me, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to have to watch this process. And then all of a sudden, out of the stage right came, came our friend, and I realized, like, oh, I don't have anything to worry about here. I
It'll all be good.
can do some work, and that is the kind of service we had. And I feel like, to your point, we don't do enough to celebrate our volunteers, primarily because our volunteers, we typically don't wish to be celebrated. But that said, perhaps we can get some creative minds together to figure out ways where we can congratulate each other and tell fun stories about each other in a better atmosphere than remembering when one of us has passed.
Very good, very good. You're here. Thanks, Mike. All right, thank you for that. I think that's important. I hope some of those comments get circulated through Darien TV and whatnot. But back to regular order, sort of regular order. It's actually time for us to consider the meeting schedule for 2026. A proposed schedule was included in what I sent out earlier in the week. Nothing original about it. It is the second Wednesday of every month except August. Oh no, there is an exception to that in 1 month because November, we bumped it a week because it fell on Veterans Day, which is a holiday here in town. All right, can I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Mr. Burke, and seconded by Mr. Cameron. Any comments, questions, concerns about it as presented? Okay, then all in favor? That seems to be unanimous, thank you. Okay, now then, down to our regular business. Next on the agenda would be an executive session, but I am not aware of a need for that at this moment, so there is no property owner representative here now, so we will not do that. And then we get to review the status of our properties. Now that causes a comment about our personnel here. There is a change afoot. Mr. Ferentz has been serving us for a year or more, 2 years, is it? Okay. Doing terrific work, and I suspect keeping a fair amount of work off of our desk because he has been resolving issues without need of bringing them to us, which is very valuable, and we appreciate that and appreciate all your work. And thank you, but I understand you want to do more fire inspecting solely, and so you're not going to be doing this. And we wish you well in that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I hear you call that retirement. Go figure. Whatever, happy retirement. But that causes us to meet Andrew Pepe, who is standing at the podium now, who has been doing this work for a month or two, I guess?
2 months now.
2 months now, okay. With partnering with Mr. Ferentz, I gather?
Yes.
So you're learning some of the ropes. And why don't I put you on the spot and just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be here.
Saw the job opening, I applied. You know, he was originally announced as a fire inspector, Blight officer position, so I was more interested in the fire inspection part of it, but then it turned into just a Blight officer. They said, hey, you still interested? I was like, yeah, I think I can do this. And I have a pretty good background in the fire service and law enforcement, so I thought it'd be a good fit.
Good, good. Tell us, this is part-time for you, and you have another important job.
Yes, this is a part-time job for me. I'm a full-time firefighter in the city of Stamford. So.
That's awesome. Great service. We appreciate all of that. So, that said, the baton is yours, Mr. Pepe, to take us through the issues of the day.
So we're going to show you guys some pictures today. As you know, shouldn't be no surprises. These have been cases have been going on for quite a while.
Yeah.
We did add one for the year 25. That'll be towards the end of the presentation here, though.
Okay.
All right. So case number 16001. seeing this picture here, house kind of falling apart, gutter had already fallen off the house.
That is one we've already recommended and is in fact in foreclosure proceedings.
Correct.
Fines continue to accrue.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fines
okay.
continue to accrue, and there's been no change in updates to the property,
Yeah, and
as we can see as we scroll through.
I looked on the court docket and the default has entered against the property owner. So, there was an issue, I think, with the bank. They moved to say that they're not the right bank, there's some other bank that should be involved, don't know, but, so there's some motion practice going on about that, but it will move along as usual in litigation, slowly. All right, next.
And continue. Missing shingles,
Yeah,
see all the moss buildup on the roof, as well as some missing shingles up top. Windows are left open on the second floor, as well as a couple of them have fallen out completely.
There's nobody living there?
no,
No.
Okay.
that's the view from, oh, never mind.
On the back.
From the back, exactly, right.
Yeah, so it's from the rear of the house. All right. And that's from the street on the backside.
Okay.
All right. Bring us to our next case number, 17-011. Overgrown property, debris scattered everywhere, and it's missing a roof.
Okay. And an unregistered vehicle, I think, we determined?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now, this is one that we talked about suggesting foreclosure. We didn't do it, I don't think, at our last meeting. So we ought to, do the minutes of that meeting confirm what my thinking on that?
I'll look that up for you.
Yeah, just to be sure.
17001?
Yeah,
This one was voted for foreclosure.
it was.
You
Says
did
in the chart.
recommend foreclosure, yeah.
Okay. So we did. All right. Okay, well, Mr. Burke, aware of whether or not that was passed on to the selectmen? There was an inquiry by the selectman's assistant about whether we had done something like that, and I said no, so that may be my fault if that hasn't moved along, but I didn't remember that, but
All right, well, we can formally advise.
next
At
occasion.
the next, yeah.
Ally, do you have any updates on
No,
this resident?
no, I mean, he's never come, in all the years, he's never come to a meeting,
No.
he's been invited multiple times, and there's really
The
nothing.
difficulty, of course, is it is occupied.
Yes.
The owner
Mhm.
does reside there, but how much are the fines at this point? I think they've gotten significant.
140?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that, so.
140. 160 all time. The lien is for 140.
Yeah, and while we can't consider the interior in terms of blight, we just have to be concerned about the conditions there. I suspect they're not dissimilar from what we're seeing outside. So anyway, that has been our recommendation, and we'll see what the selectmen decide to do about that. Thank you, sir. Next.
Absolutely. Case 17-019.
Oh, yeah.
Overgrown property. There are other structures in the rear which we cannot see at this point. Second floor window is falling out. You can see on the front corridor there, the roof is caved in as well.
Mhm. And I believe it is vacant.
To the best of my knowledge.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, you got
Since
that.
last, in July, this sign has been posted up,
Yeah.
talking back and forth with the resident. She says they did hire a demolition company. There's been no permits filed.
No request for a permit?
No.
Oh, man.
Which is really what's required.
Yeah.
There's an official
Yeah.
sign that is meant to be there.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it is a sign, it doesn't look super official. I think it's more intended to let the neighbors know, hey,
Yeah.
something's gonna happen eventually,
Yeah,
from the looks of it.
Should we remind the homeowner that they need to file for a permit to do the demolition?
I think did you happen to send a letter during the summer to her? I think there was some consideration.
I believe so, but she's indicated that she's hired somebody to do the demolition, and she knows that they have to get permits.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure she does know that, and she's told us any number of times that things were gonna happen and have not happened.
Yes.
I note in our minutes of the last meeting, Mr. Ferentz was to notify the homeowner that the case will be reviewed in September and progress is expected. So.
Progress.
Yeah, you think you did reach out to her?
I did.
Yeah, okay.
And
Well-
that's the progress that was
Yeah.
put on the
Right.
sign.
There was a yellow dumpster in the driveway too,
Yeah,
back in the beginning
for a
of the
while.
summer. That has, I don't know if they ever filled it up, but it was there, now it's
Yeah.
gone.
And the fines are continuing.
Yeah, fines are
Yes.
continuing, and, you know, a scuttlebutt in the neighborhood, which I guess is not something we should rely upon, but it's out there that she's perfectly financially capable of doing what needs to be done, and just has something that maybe only Ally can understand that prevents her from doing it. Anyway, I think it would be appropriate to recommend that we go forward with foreclosure proceedings in the hope that it prompts her to do what she has to do. But I
Would you
defer
like a
to
motion to
you.
that regard?
Yes,
So moved.
there's a motion. A second?
Second.
All right, Ms. Oki. Any further discussion on that topic?
Just in terms of, what's the amount of fines to date, and have we actually filed a lien on it?
29.4, no, 29.3.
You know, I was looking at the wrong.
Yeah, fines were suspended for a while.
It's on this white sheet, I
Yeah.
think, too.
No, I have that.
It's listed twice, I'm not sure why, but,
We had suspended
Oh.
fines for a while
yeah.
Right.
because we were encouraged, but.
29.3.
uh,
29.3
Yeah.
total.
I mean, I would be fine to vote with that recommendation, but I think we should also move to
Update the fines?
the fines.
Oh,
If they're not,
yeah.
if they're not occurring
I
currently.
think they
They are.
are.
This is
They are.
today, today's date, current.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
all
But
right.
there's no liens.
There is one lien for
No.
17.8.
No, that lien has
No.
never been filed.
Oh, it was never, it
All
wasn't.
right, so we should
okay.
file those liens.
All right, yeah.
Oh, pending, yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, Mr. Pepe, I'd encourage you to talk with council and do what we need to do to be sure that all accrued fines are now reflected in a lien against the property.
Okay.
Should we do the lien before we move to foreclosure?
I don't think that's
I don't
important
think we
right here,
need to.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because it'll take time to get to the
Yeah.
selectmen and then to initiate the action. So by the time I would think the action would be initiated, the lien can
Lien
be
will be
filed.
done, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
okay. All right, any further comment on the motion pending for recommendation to the selectmen of foreclosure? Hearing none, all in favor? That's unanimous, okay, thank you. So, Mr. Burke, another one to discuss with the Board of Selectmen. And in that discussion, you might note this is a 2017 file, so we were very considerate about fines for a long time.
Mhm.
Okay, Mr. Pepe, next.
Case number 18-004.
Oh, yeah. The old trailer. All right, this is, of course, a property familiar to us, and we have recommended, and in fact, foreclosure is ongoing. I have looked at the docket. He is representing, the property owner is representing himself. He has answered the complaint and submitted a counterclaim, which I think I'm allowed to say was nonsensical, but anyway, they will litigate it and see what happens. Okay, so next. Fines are continuing to accrue.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
All right, it's case 21-001.
Oh, yeah, a little different perspective. Okay.
I believe one of the neighbors has been maintaining the front yard as his house has been vacant for quite a while.
Yeah. This is also subject of foreclosure proceedings, and I believe a default has entered against whatever entity, I can't recall whether it was an estate. I think it is an estate, yeah.
Niece.
In the niece, yeah, yeah. So that is moving forward, and fines are accruing, I expect. Okay.
All right, next case is 23-001. All right,
Oh, yeah.
overgrown bushes,
Yeah.
missing roof shingles. There's a garage back there. The roof has collapsed in on it.
Oh,
And that picture was taken from the street, right?
That was taken from the street, correct.
I thought there was a board up there at some
There was a
point.
So there
blue,
was
a
that
blue
view.
tarp, I think it was.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a brown tarp up there. And they keep moving that vehicle back and forth to block it as well. And then on the other side of the property, here you can see the vines growing up. And then right there, they installed a fence a couple months ago, which has since fallen down.
all right, well, that, upon our, I guess imposing fines, the property owner filed a complaint to undo that action. Last I heard, a hearing officer was appointed to deal with that, and that's the last I've heard. So nothing more we can do, then fines continue to accrue. Okay.
Okay.
So has that been heard, or?
I expect not. Somehow I would think we would know. I would think they would need some staff person to offer some evidence,
Yes,
photos.
so I've been in contact with the attorney and
Oh, you have?
it's supposed to be within the next 10 days.
Oh,
He's
good.
just working on scheduling. So, we will testify to that and
Good,
go from there. But we haven't set a date, but it is in the near future.
good.
When you say the attorney, the one who was appointed by the Board of Selectmen to be
Correct.
the hearing officer?
Bob Bernie, I believe,
Okay,
No, he would be town council.
town council.
yeah.
He's in touch with the attorney, the attorney.
The hearing officer.
The hearing officer, and they're trying to, find a date that's convenient for everyone.
Yeah, okay.
We haven't heard back from Bob
Good.
and Bernie.
Okay. And Mr. Ferretz will still be in the building in case his experience and wisdom is required?
Within his arm's reach.
There you go.
Unless you're in Dublin.
Unless you're in Dublin, right. Plan around that. Okay, good info, thank you.
All right. All right, this is a new case here, 25-001. This house has had about 100 or so bins on the side of the garage and on the rear side. We've received multiple complaints on it. It's been ongoing since February. It's given multiple warnings. And she'll shuffle them here and there, and then nothing comes of it. In addition to the bins, the roof, we've received complaints on the roof as well, which is failing. It was covered in moss. The homeowner has had it power washed, but now it just kind of exposed all the damaged roof shingles. It's on the front side and the back side. So this is from the rear of the property. These are all those storage bins we were talking about.
This is of the rear?
This is the rear.
This is the
right?
rear, okay.
Yep.
From the road?
This is from the neighboring property.
Okay,
They gave us permission
okay.
to enter and take pictures.
Our issue is supposed to be what you see from the public way, but it's
Well,
relevant to see.
first
what-
shot from the front, you could certainly see the roof and the bins.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So are we thinking of the bins as debris? Something like that?
And we haven't had, as a town, we haven't had any communication with the homeowner yet?
No, this is the first time it's me bringing it forward.
Right.
Well, we've spoken with the homeowner.
You have, yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I spoke to her, I believe it was in June, And she told me that she was going to be away the following week, but the week after that, she'd get on this. And up until about 10 days ago, she hadn't done anything. 10 days ago, they removed all the containers that were on the side of the house, visible from the street and the front. But I think she just moved them to the back. And part of the complaint from the neighbor behind her is that this is what he looks at, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So we talked to her yesterday. She happened to be outside, and we explained that all those containers in the back of her house have to be removed. You can put them inside, you can get rid of them, you can do whatever, but they're not allowed. And I think she understood, but then again, back in June, I thought she understood.
Yeah. Well, so are you, Mr. Pepe, I guess it falls to you, suggesting to us that there are at least 2 items of blight on this property that?
There is 2 items of blight, but looking back from the pictures and the original complaints, she does show signs of progress, but then the next month you go back, it kind of reverts back. And speaking with her, she's kind of all over the place. So, but I got to actually meet her face to face yesterday, and hopefully something will come of that. But I guess time will tell.
So you're not suggesting that our next step then would be having you tell us that you want us to consider that there is a finding of blight, and consider she gets 30 days to remedy it, and if she doesn't, fines are imposed, etc.
How many containers would you estimate are there?
About 100.
Goodness.
What, do we know what's in them?
Can't get that close. I have no idea.
Yeah. But they're like plastic storage bins?
Yeah.
Yeah, just clear totes.
Matter of fact, we suggested that we could go back and in her backyard with her and show her what needs to be removed, and she wasn't interested in that. She said, no, not yet.
She told her if she just gets rid of the bins, you only have one blight problem, we're kind of off your back for a little while, and then she's talking about getting quotes for a roof. It's going to be $300,000 one week, $250,000 the next week, so I'm not really sure where she's going with this.
Okay. So you started working with her this summer, July, something like that?
June or July, yes.
June or July? I think I'm hearing a suggestion that maybe if we put this off another month, there might be some improvement?
I think that's fair.
It was just time to bring it to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine with me.
All right, we'll go with that. Very good.
You can certainly, if you're in communication to her, with her, you can, reassert, the relative ease of curing that one condition of blight, and that your read of the board is that they would probably be favorably disposed to issue a finding of blight if at our October meeting this is still the case.
Okay.
Okay, so it goes. Anything else?
That's all I got for you.
That's like, very dramatic, I like that. Okay, and I don't think I had anything else on the agenda, did I? No, so I would favor a motion to adjourn. Mr. Burke gets it. Ms. Oakey seconded. All in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you very much. Good.
Thanks.
Okay.